the Tar Heels will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Handoff from the gun. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Galloway. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Galloway. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off play action. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this 1st drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Goff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was...
And the quarterback will be sunned down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Lopez wants to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Now their defense is playing lights out. Second sack of this opening drive. And one thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go. And you're seeing it here on the big stage.
Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the...
There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The short hands. It's Galloway. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. First play of the period, 1st down here. In the red area, it's Smothers.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And yes, he's in the end zone for the touchdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The away team has a slight lead. They play a fun brand of football, Let's see if they can close this one out.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They're going to run it. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Sprinting away. The 20. 10. Touchdown, North Carolina. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third down play from the gun. Got it in the middle, it's Sherrill. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They're going back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Punch it out of the air. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to...
Turning it on. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth mouth early in this football game. Got to find something positive quick.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Paula, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez to pass. Finds a tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Gauze. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ship. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gauze.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Lopez wants to fire. Swings it out to his running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start on offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Right down the middle. Got a wide open receiver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. All for naught. Brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Offense working from the pistol. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Lopez to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He's going for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Tar Heels. A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So that is been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking for room. It's Smothers. They got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Still running at the 35. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Trying play action. He'll take a shot. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Point makes it a 28-21 score. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Lopez wants to fire. Scrambling away. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? First down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got an open man. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Bowling Green is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 21 to Syracuse. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Brings him to the open. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll line up for a second down play. Power football with the run. Crosses the 45. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Sherrill. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Green 25.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
At the 3-yard line, brings up second and goal.
See if they can get it done on second and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
At the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Tar Heels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. And they needed an end punch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Kick is in the air. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Brings up second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Lopez to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Headed to the end zone. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And in this situation, Wade, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
He'll try to do it himself. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a seam wide open, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They go to the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
They'll run play action. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Lopez wants to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
To the air on 2nd down. The screen, he can go. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, and pull off the big upset.
Lopez to pass. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. The give. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Morris. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Makes the grab. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Holds it in the first down and more. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He fires to the left side. He's got it. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Brings up second down.
On the double.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just two possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating two-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Here's the handoff. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They'll try the run. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. He got it. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Using his legs, it's Morris. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 24-yard line. Brings up second down.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Give to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Great place to start for this offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they have on third down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. The chip shot is perfect, and we'll go to another overtime period.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Now, first down here in the second overtime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Now third and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Got him downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Lopez wants to fire. Have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's gone. And the defense makes a hit and knocks him down.
And this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Third down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. Looking to throw on third. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury time.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gauze. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4-down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. Lopez to pass. Under fire. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Pressure coming. He comes up short, and that's going to do it. And the defense stands tall when they had to, and they win in no team. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed.